everyone, it's Janet, also known as Nerdy Autism Mom. I am finished my work shift for the day, have been for about almost 45 minutes now, and I am right now going to get a coffee, naturally, and going for my GED assessment. I am so pumped. This is so exciting. I don't feel too nervous. I really do think I'm going to do just fine. It's just, oh my goodness, it's just been so long since I've had anything to do with school other than my kids' school. So anyway, super pumped. So excited. I'm so happy that I'm finally taking the plunge into doing something, so I can do something more, you know. So excited. I was actually speaking to a customer who was going through my checkout this morning, and you know, I'm so excited, I'm telling everybody. And she said that she actually did the same thing. She had quit school and she'd gone back to get her GED, and everyone's telling me that it's easy as pie, so that's awesome. But her reasons were actually the same as mine. She left because of bullying. So it's nice to know I'm not alone, that I'm not the only situation like that, which I kind of figured I wasn't alone anyway. Bullying has been a huge issue for so many years, and it's so sad and difficult, and I'm just super blessed that my children have not had to deal with bullying at all. So far so good. I mean, Leander's only just started kindergarten. It's not very often you get cases of bullying in a kindergarten class. But with Ryu going to grade 6 now, his entire elementary experience has been pretty good. There was one year where I was kind of questioning a little bit, because he seemed to be upset a lot. He didn't really seem like he wanted to go, and almost every day the EA or the teacher was writing in his communication book that he put up quite the fuss. But that eventually ended, and the kids have been so good with him. They've been very protective of him, and he's just had an overall really good school experience. So I'm very blessed with that, and I really do feel confident that that's going to continue straight on until he graduates high school. So I am so incredibly happy about that. So yeah, I'm so excited that I can finally do something with my life other than work in retail for the rest of it. So I just can't go on enough about how excited I am. The film crew didn't show up again this morning. I still haven't gotten a phone call about that yet, so I'm not sure what happened there. Probably the same thing as yesterday. They just got caught up filming other stuff. So anyway, gonna get my coffee and go to school. Wish me luck. All right, so super exciting. The assessment wasn't so much an assessment per se. Like, I was kind of half expecting to do all these academic things, but I didn't have to do that. It was basically, it was more like kind of to give me the feel of things, and do a little questionnaire for their files and stuff. But awesome, I start school tomorrow. So I'm super pumped. So tomorrow afternoon, I'll probably start at 12. They're giving me a little bit of flexibility where I do work until noon, Normally it would be noon until 3. But he said where I'm working and I'm not as expected as, say, someone who's receiving funding through social assistance or anything like that. I'm not as expected to be there like promptly, so I've got a little bit more freedom in that sense. So probably on my days off I will likely go at noon, and then the days that I'm working I'll probably end up being there around 12:30 or 1. So it's going to be 5 days a week and get all my study on. He said he wasn't going to worry about starting me off with math because that's one of my weaknesses. So what he'll probably do is when I go in tomorrow, he's going to start me off with more of the writing, because that's one of my strengths. So that is super exciting. I'm totally pumped. I hope that I do well, and I mean, it's a lot of comprehension and stuff, and he's gonna be there to help me study anyway, so I'm so excited to be moving along with this. So, yay! Here we go again. 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 You're so silly. You are. Who's that?
Liu.
Good boy. Who's that?
Mommy.
Good job. You are so smart. You are so smart. Smart little boy. My smart little boy. Smarty, 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 smarty. Ooh. Boom! Yay! So, we are going to go to Walmart because I forgot shake and bake. Can't have chicken without shake and bake. And before I forget, nerd shirt of the day. Meh. Not exactly how I've been feeling lately, but I still love it. And it's covered in cat hair and chip powder. All right, so we are going to go and get some juice and shake and bake and Walmarty things. Who's this? They don't even care. So I'm hoping this isn't a bad omen or anything, but apparently tomorrow, my very first day of going for my GED studies, it's supposed to rain like crazy. Like 35 to 45 millimeters of rain. That's a lot. On the plus side, I'm not gonna have to worry about a car wash for a little while. And it's supposed to last right into Thursday. So, I don't know. Honestly, I think it's gonna be fine. I might end up walking into the building a little drenched, just going from my car into the building. But that's okay. That's okay. It'll be okay. And see, now I'm starting to get nervous because when I went in to speak to my teacher, I mean, thankfully what he did explain to me, I actually did kind of half remember and half get a grasp on it. Like, first of all, he's extremely confident in my reading and writing skills. So that's good. And I mean, I knew that anyway. That's always been a strong point with me. But he was showing me just a page with different basic math examples, and I totally blanked on how to do long division. I haven't done long division in so freaking long. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, I've done division for work with a calculator. But not that kind of long division type stuff. Like that stuff I haven't done since I was in grade school, man. But thankfully he explained it out again, and I was like, oh yes! So I kind of half got a grasp on it again, so. But I mean, it still makes me nervous just because I am so lacking in that type of skill, and I work with money. Like, part of my job description over the last 9 years has been to try to make sure the store safe balances to 0. Thankfully, with my lack of math skills, I've actually been quite successful in that area. I do actually try to test myself sometimes too. I know this may sound a little funny or stupid or something, but I'll try to test myself, especially recently, when a customer pays in cash, rather than looking at the screen to get the total of what I owe them, I will quickly do it in my head. Like, if it's something that I'm like, okay, I really know that I should know this, you know. So, and I've been doing pretty good with that, so here's hoping that, that I will be successful. I have no idea how long I'm intended to be in the program, because he was saying something like over the course of however many months, and I mean, really I should kind of more expect it to be months, but he's also going to see about when courses start for the early childhood education programs. He's not going to do any special phone calls and like try and get me enrolled or anything like that. That's obviously for me to do. But he said he was going to just kind of take a look at the programs and see when they start and stuff like that, so we can kind of have a better idea of how long I should be taking with this and everything and all that kind of good stuff. So exciting! Other than that, the kids are trying to listen to more Badanamu, because that's all Ryu's been asking for. Like, do you want the touch? Yes? Or do you want Badanamu? Namu. You want Namu or the touch? Namu. Okay, he wants Namu. The touch would naturally be from Transformers soundtrack, which for the longest while was the kids' favorite. And it's so funny because as soon as Dare to Be Stupid would start playing, or like just before it would start playing, Ryu would say, I want the touch. Ooh, there's a doings happening. Ambulance. Ambulance this time. Fire the other night. Ambulance tonight. Anyway, yeah, so the old 80s Transformers movie soundtrack was their favorite for the longest while. I think it was because I was having issues. So I use my iPhone 7 Plus as my main phone. I still have my iPhone 6, which basically is used for my playlists and stuff in the car. And if need be, I can use it to play my games on and stuff too, but for the most part, it's pretty much just like an over-glorified iPod, basically. So anyway, I think I was having issues with it or something, so I had been using CDs. But I got my issues fixed with my iPhone 6. So now it's just my playlists. Like I've got my symphonic metal playlist, which is what gets played when I'm in the car by myself. I've got a playlist with a bunch of songs that kind of half inspire writing my vampire story. The symphonic metal playlist, basically everything that's on there. Oh, there's a train going up there. That is still technically a red light, but anyway, I'll let the guy go anyway. Yeah, go ahead. Well, bite me. Fine, you can get stuck in the middle of a red light. Drivers are great. So there's a train going up ahead. So naturally the road is cut off. There's a long line of traffic. And I'm stopped. I know it's a green light, but there's this long line of traffic, and once my green light turns red, I don't want to get stuck in the middle of the road while they have a green light. So anyway, I'm stopped, so I'm not in the middle of the road, and the guy behind me honks at me to move it. And I'm like, sure. There was enough room for me then. Now he's stuck in the middle of the road, and we had got our red light, and the people that way got their green light. Somehow they did manage to make it around him, but anyway. I don't like when people are so impatient that they try to encourage other drivers to drive into a dangerous situation, like especially while I have children in my car. So, I mean, I could have just flipped him the bird, but I'm too nice for that. Is there a train? Do you see the train? Look, it's going that way. Yeah, that's a long train. It's a very long train. We don't usually get trains coming this way too often. It's usually, there's another area that I can't stand driving down that way, because normally on a good day it is faster to get to where we're going that way, like if we take the highway and then go off the ramp. But that's the area that I find is the most inconvenient for trains. I think this is maybe the second time coming this way that there's been a train. So, whatevs. I mean, it's not like we're in any rush or anything. We're just going to Walmart, grab a couple things. But yeah. Anyway, we are just going to sit here and wait for this train to pass. I will not bore you. I bet the guy behind me feels like such an idiot for trying to push me into traffic. Considering we've been stopped here waiting for this train to go for like 10 minutes now. Kind of surprised he hasn't turned around like a bunch of other people. But anyway. Do you know what that is?
Horn.
Horn. What does the horn do? What just came out of your butt? And this one couldn't care less. What just came out of your butt? What just came out of your butt? What just came out of your butt? Awesome. Apparently, nobody likes Slippy. Maybe like this. Mommy's little musician. How's that? I know. Is that fun? Can you make it go? Make it go. Good job. Awesome.
Like a cat.
Mommy's a pirate. Yeah. What's this?
Fox.
Socks. You put it on? Good job.
Fox.
Fox. You are so cute. Yes, you are. What a sweetie. Do you like the fox? It's pretty furry, isn't he? Yeah. What color is the bear?
The bear is brown.
Good boy, Boo. Look at you.
Brown.
Brown. Good job. Brown bear. This is what happens when we dawdle. It gets dark. But it was fun. Just cleaning off my windshield here. Ryu asked to go to Rosse, but it's like 10 to 7, so kind of a little late for that. So, and tomorrow I don't think it'll be safe with all the rain that we're supposed to get. It's supposed to be pretty ungodly, so like they've got a warning out for it. So, yeah, it's supposed to be pretty bad. And I think our area is supposedly one of the worst areas to be getting hit by this rainstorm as well. So I don't think we're going to be doing much going out tomorrow. But at least it's my day off, so I don't have to worry about working and being soaked. And school. See, this scheduling works so well too, because I work in the mornings. When I'm not working, I still get to nap a little bit. But for the most part, you know, I'll go into work. I'll work until noon. Then I'll go to school. And then by the time I get home from school, the kids have only been home for like half an hour or so. So I still get my entire afternoons and evenings with the kids while I'm still working and working towards my education. So, I mean, the whole thing, it just, other than how tired I'm gonna be, no matter, you know, it's just, it couldn't be any more perfect, really. So it's pretty good. It's good. I'm very excited. Are you guys excited? Are you excited? Mommy's gonna go to school too. Yeah, Mommy's going to school too, just not your school. Mommy's going to big people school. Yeah. And hopefully it will help Mommy help make us a lot better in a lot of different areas. What? Yeah. Did you have fun? Yeah. I thought so. It was pretty fun, wasn't it? Got to play with some toys and try on some masks. Yeah. So, anyway, I guess we'll sign off for the night since they have to go to bed in about an hour, roughly. There isn't really much else going on anyway, so yeah, we will see you guys tomorrow. Again, can't really see much interesting happening tomorrow, but I will definitely keep you posted on the school thing, and I will keep you posted on the filming thing for Leander's teacher, and all this other various stuffs. All right, have a good night, guys. See you tomorrow. Bye. So I said that I hoped that another train wouldn't come by on the way home. Sure enough, stopped at the red light and then bang, 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 bang. Train! Did you put on your Angry Birds hat? Huh? Look at you, you're so cute.